There's a million things that I could say. Out of work, Monday afternoon. About to go to the gym. About to give y'all some content. You already know what's going on. It's Cody in motion. Bow! So we have made it to, yo, well, go on. Getting after it.
Yes, sir.
Glad to see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh.
Oh, there you go. There it is.
See, I come in here and they turn the lights off. That's what happened. All right. So as you guys can see, shit is crazy in here. About to hop on the treadmill. Think we got whole day or legs day today, but first I need to hop on this treadmill. It's fucking packed like a motherfucker in here. We're about to get to this action and see what this workout's like. Let's do it. We cooking with gas. Cause there's a million things that I could say. Drop it down low. Cody in motion. So it's apparent to me you came on this video because you wanted to see the harsh truth about losing 100 pounds. And I haven't got to tell you that. My name is Cody. The name of the channel is Cody in Motion. And over the span of November of 2022 to November of 2023, I lost about 100 pounds. Altogether, I'm down about 110 pounds. And I'm here to tell you the real shit about losing weight. First and foremost, if you came on this video, I want you to know I'm proud of you. You're taking steps towards making it happen. You can do it. That's one thing that I want you to understand first and foremost. You can do it, whether it's 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 pounds. You can do it. It's just a matter of understanding that it's going to be something that takes time, and it's going to be something that you need to make your lifestyle. Now, to kind of gather my thoughts, I did take down a couple of notes just so that I could kind of stay in order. So I'm going to just jump in here. All right. So thanks for coming on my page. We're going to break this down into 3 points. This is the harsh truth about losing 100 pounds and how I did it. I want to do a disclaimer because this is not a one-size-fits-all. I'm just simply telling you guys my experience on losing weight. So you can take from it what you will. There'll definitely be suggestions. There'll definitely be things that I did that maybe you don't do. Maybe that's different than what you want to do for the goals you want to achieve. But the 3 points we're going to break it down into is when I knew, as far as what moment it was that I knew I needed to lose weight. So a little background on me. I played sports my entire life. I'm 29, by the way, just turned 29. And I was always a bigger guy. I'm still a bigger guy. But I played sports and I was pretty active. So back in 2022, the biggest things that made me realize I had to make a change was, number one, seeing myself in pictures. Pictures and videos, they will tell you everything you need to know about yourself. I know that angles can be disguised so you look better, but there was a few pictures which I'll try when I edit. I'll try to like pop it in here, and a few videos where I was just like, I knew I was big, but like it was to a point where I was like, you need to do something, Cody, because this is not okay. At the time that I realized I needed to, I was in a relationship, kind of relationship that was going the not so good way, but videos and pictures of myself, that showed me that I needed to make a change. The second thing that made me understand I needed to make a change was shopping for clothes. Now, anybody who is bigger knows that when you are shopping for clothes, first off, it's an anxiety fest because what's going to fit me? If you're going to most stores, it's going to be you're towards the top, and it's one of those, do you have any in the back, or do you have any that I can order online? But trying on clothes is just, shopping for clothes for me was just such an anxiety. And I knew I needed a change because my big ass had to go to DXL. I'll be real. It got to a point where I had to go to DXL, and I'm walking into DXL, and I'm excited. I'm happy because at DXL, I'm small. I'm not the biggest. I'm the smallest at DXL, but it's still DXL. And respect to anybody who goes to DXL. Everybody's different. What you want for your life is what you want for your life. But when I started having to shop at DXL, and I started having to go to the big and tall section, I'm 5'8". I don't need to be in the big and tall section. But I was big. I wasn't tall. But that was something that really showed me, kind of started firing that, like, yo, Cody, you need to get it in order. And the most important thing was just overall, I was always a bigger person, but I went from like kind of like that 260, 270, not really like the most fit, but I went up to all the way up to 370. And I'll be really vulnerable and honest with you guys, life got harder. And when I say life got harder, I mean I was sweating profusely for everything. Sweating in the shower, sweating sitting down. When I would be at work, I'm a sales consultant at a car dealership, and it's the summertime. I was so uncomfortable. I'd be sweating walking from here to there. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I was breathing so heavily. Like, I was like, anytime I would take a video, you could hear my breath in the background. There was things that most people would find simple. And anyone who's very big, I'm going to just be real with y'all. It got hard to do things like wipe my own ass. Like, it was a chore. It was a journey to do it. And that was something that, like, just really made me start to understand that, like, in Christmas of 2022, I'm just like, to myself, I'm like, Cody, you're either going to change your lifestyle, get in shape in 2023, or you're going to die trying. And that's just where I was at, based off of where I was at in life, which I'm sure I'll go into in another video. But those were like the big three reasons I would say that made me understand that, like, I need to get fit. I need to get in shape. I need to take control of my lifestyle and protect my temple, because at the end of the day, you only get one life. We only get one. Until I wake up in a reincarnation, whatever the case may happen, the pearly white gates, anything, we only get one life for all we know. And because I want to have this life and preserve this life for as long as possible, that's how I came to my decision that I needed to get in shape. Now, to start the process of the next point of how I did it, this is where I say everybody's journey is a little different, but I'm going to give you the basics. Now, a little background on how I did it when I did it. After I made that decision that I needed to get in shape, my life wasn't in the best place. I was on the way out of a relationship that at the time kind of caused me to question who I was and what I was, you know what I'm saying, as far as being able to be in a healthy relationship. It wasn't healthy, and I'll leave it at that because there'll be another video for all that. But I was heartbroken at the time because I was the when it comes to breakups, I don't care what nobody say. You can say the breakup as mutual as possible. When it comes to breaking up, there is the breaker and the broken. And I just happened to draw the card that time of being the broken, and I was very broken. So not only was my journey a weight loss journey, but it was also a self-improvement and a self-understanding and learning journey, because in short, I was in a relationship where it was two people, and I had gotten so comfortable with the idea of it being us two people, a man and woman, that I kind of lost my sense of self and what made me myself. I was so attached to that woman that I kind of lost my mojo, I'd like to say. So my journey, as much as it was about getting in shape, but it was also about finding and figuring out myself by myself, solo as well. But how I did it, I was heartbroken. I lived in the gym. When I say I lived in the gym, I was going to the gym 6 days a week, and I work from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in my job most days of the week. Maybe 4 days out of the week I work 8 to 8. I'm off on one day. I'm off on Sundays. But I was in the gym 6 days a week. I'm not telling you you need to be in the gym 6 days a week, but I would say 4 to 5 you need to get active. Whether that's going to the gym, whether that's doing cardio. I highly recommend both. For me, I wanted to make sure I was gaining strength, but also cutting down fat. So I would be in the gym every damn day, hit the Stairmaster. When I first got back in the gym consistently, my big ass was not running. I was not hopping on the treadmill, but I was on that Stairmaster every day. And I started at level 3, moved up to level 5. I would go for 15 minutes. From 3 to level 5, 15 minutes. And then as I kept going and kept being consistent with it, I got all the way up to level 10. Now if I get on the treadmill, I'll jump on the treadmill level 13, but damn near running for 15 minutes. And I still only do like 15 to 20 minutes tops. Now I'm at the point I actually just started running a lot more often. So right now my goal for the month of January is to do a marathon over the month. I think right now I'm at like 15-ish type of miles. And I'll put it in here because I have my Nike Run Club app. Highly recommend. But Stairmaster every day, 15 minutes. Start where you need to start. Get on the Stairmaster, do cardio. I highly recommend weight training as well. Whether you find a plan that works for you or what I wanted to do, because I was kind of in the mindset of I'm about to build everything from the ground up. Because I've been lifting since I was in 7th grade. But when I got into the gym this time, I really wanted to start from the ground up. So I would just go into the gym. And this is what I recommend to people who don't lift. Go into the gym, you have your different body parts. Most weight machines, obviously you got your free weights, but most like machines are going to tell you what body part they're working. Choose a body part. Go in there like it's a playground. Try 3 or 4 exercises for that body part. My recommendation, low ass weight, high repetitions. When I was in there, I was doing low weight for whatever body part I was working, because I'm not by no means a physical trainer. I'm no means a personal trainer, so don't take this as that. This is just me telling you what I did. I would go in, I would do low weight, and I would do 20 to 25 reps because I really wanted to tone myself out. And it sucks, to be honest. But once you make that decision and you're going to change your lifestyle, and your life depends on it, let's be real, you better do it. And I was heartbroken, so it was easier because when I would go into the gym, I didn't have to think about my failing relationship, the fact that I had to move, all this stuff that came with whatever that was. I didn't have to think about that when I was at the gym. When I was at the gym, the only thing I was thinking about was bettering myself and working on myself. And I felt an enormous amount of peace with that. And I think anyone who is going through something, whether it's being heartbroken or losing a loved one, I think you can relate. And I would highly recommend the gym and working out, whether it was going to the gym when I moved back home with my parents. I would walk around my community and just, again, Stairmaster every day, gym every day, high reps, low weights. And then the most important thing I would say is nutrition. Now, for me, part of the reason I blew up to 370 pounds was because I work in sales. I'm a sales consultant. And before that, I worked at a retail store, kind of like Foot Locker, but a more small business type of Foot Locker. And before that, I was in a warehouse, busting my ass, doing shipping, moving boxes, working on a forklift. But when I transitioned into the sales, which I love my job, it does what it needs to do. We'll save that for another video. But I went from being very physically active to working a desk job where everybody and their mother was ordering food, whether it was DoorDash, Uber Eats, order it, send somebody to go get it. And that brings me to another point. If you want to lose any amount of weight, especially 50 to 100 pounds, and you don't eat right, delete the delivery apps. Do me a favor right now. Grab your phone, open your phone, DoorDash, gotta go. Uber Eats, gotta go. Delete them. Take it out of your mindset because nutrition is the biggest part of getting your body in order. I don't care if you're just trying to trim down or you want to lose 100 pounds like I did. Delete the delivery apps. No fast food. Now, granted, some fast food places have salads. Okay. I get it. They have salads. If you're actually going to get salads, then that's great. Do that. No processed fried foods. No, all these pastries and cookies and candies. I'm telling you, bro, I love me some Reese's Cups. But I had to stop eating those for a long time because you get a Reese's Cup and it's 210 calories. You want to eat whole foods, whole vegetable, whole meats. I was doing low carb for a while, but my biggest thing was being in a calorie deficit. I wanted to be in a position where I was outputting more than I was inputting. So I personally, because at the time I was 370 pounds, I tried to put myself on a like 1800 calories a day. Maybe, I think it was I was meal prepping. So I was just doing ground turkey, whole vegetables, sweet potatoes here and there, but meal prep. Go to your local Aldi, and I say Aldi because Aldi is nice and inexpensive. You can go to Whole Foods. You can go to any grocery store. I'm not going to be picky on that. Go anywhere and whole chicken, turkey, ground turkey is my go-to. Vegetables, sweet potatoes, that very easy. I don't eat too much red meat, but I'm not a nutritionist either, but I'm just telling you what I did. I was meal prepping. I was in a calorie deficit. I deleted all of my delivery apps. I wasn't eating fast food, fried food. I wasn't eating pastries and cookies and cakes. I cut all of that out. The next thing I would say is very important and was very amazing to me, and to this day I still do it, is intermittent fasting. When I say intermittent fasting, that means breakfast is a scam. That's just my opinion. Take it as you may. I think breakfast is a scam. But breakfast is when you are breaking a fast. So with intermittent fasting, for me personally, I don't eat generally until after 12:30 p.m. 12 o'clock, 12:30, that's when I break my fast. And as far as the end of the day, I don't eat after, let's say, 7 at the latest, 6:30, 7 o'clock, because I go to the gym after work. So I don't eat after 6:30, 7 o'clock. I don't eat until 12:30. That means between, let's call it 6:30, 7. I'm gonna go for, they tried to stop me, but they not stopping me. The government tried to get me, but I'm gonna get this shit off for y'all. Now, as I was saying, no fast food, no pastries, intermittent fasting. I won't eat after 6:30, 7 o'clock. I will break my fast around 12, 12:30. You do what works for you. But all I'm going to say is don't eat early and don't eat late. Because number one, your body takes time to be able to process food. And your body takes time to be able to process food at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day. Me personally, I work out after I go to work. So I like to work out, I'm not going to say on an empty stomach, but I don't like to be eating. I need to have at least an hour, hour and a half between me eating and me working out. I just don't like lifting, feeling heavy. But those are some of the things, nutrition-wise, that I did to lose over 100 pounds. Next thing I will talk about is getting comfortable with boring. I hate to break this to everybody. You see every meal prepping company, everyone's always like, we can make healthy food taste good. Yes, you can. You can cook at home. You can season your food. It can taste good. But eating healthy can get boring. I'm going to just be real with you. That's just my understanding of it. Yes, it can get boring. It can be bland. I be seasoning. They call me Chef Cooper because I be seasoning. I be cooking. I'm nice in the kitchen. What I'm saying is when you're making your own food and you're going to the gym consistently and you're not eating bad things, unhealthy things, it can get boring and you need to be okay with that. Because guess what? If you want to lose the weight and achieve the goal that you want to achieve and you want to change your lifestyle, you're going to have to get very comfortable with boring. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. But what you need to understand is that you should be using your food as your fuel. My biggest thing that got me to my biggest weight was gluttony. I would be eating I'm not even joking. I would be eating 3 breakfast, damn near 1,000 calories. Lunch, for sure over 1,000 calories. Dinner, over 1,000 calories. Then you add in snacks. I can't measure this. I can't prove this, but I tell you, there was a point in my life where I was eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. And it disgusts me at this point. But I can be honest and vulnerable because I knew that I had to recognize that I needed help and that I needed to change my lifestyle. But use your food as fuel. For me personally, the gym is my sanctuary. I feel most at peace when I am at the gym, when I am working on myself. Whether that's you being at the gym, whether that's you walking out, running in the neighborhood, all I'm going to say is get active. However you do that, you do that. Whether it's yoga, whether it's Pilates, whether it's lifting at home. I have 2 30-pound weights. I have some resistance bands right over there. When I cannot make it to the gym, which is very rare for me personally, I get after it right in here. When I get up in the morning, I'll bang out some push-ups, some sit-ups, some curls, some resistant bands, shoulder press. But get active. Find it. You're not going to see progress right away. You need to understand that this isn't some quick fix. This isn't a 30-day thing. You're not at that point if you're trying to lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 100 pounds. There was something that I saw when I first started my journey is that it takes 6 to 8 weeks for you to feel it. I think it was 5 weeks for you to feel it, 6 weeks for you to start noticing stuff, 7 weeks for you to start noticing, and then 8 weeks for you to really see results. If you're gonna put a time on it, which I highly don't recommend, like I need to lose this amount of weight by this time, give yourself 8 to 12 weeks of consistency. And when I say consistency, I mean don't cheat, no cheat days, no cheat meals. Again, everybody's different, but I'm just telling you what worked for me. Put your head down and work, because that's what's gonna change your physique. That's what's gonna change your body composition. Give yourself 8 to 12 weeks of going hard. Yes, I would check the scale. I would weigh myself because I wanted to keep track of where I was. But my theory with the scale is set it and forget it. You can jump on the scale, but you should not let that scale dictate how you're feeling. Some days the scale is going to be a little heavier. Some days the scale is going to be a little lighter because you were drinking lots of fluids. You're drinking a lot of water. You are putting in work. You're eating whole foods. You're eating the right way. So it's not going to be every day the scale drops. Some days it'll drop a lot. Some days it'll drop a little. Some days it'll be right at the same. But what you need to understand is set it and forget it. Don't let the scale dictate how you're feeling and how you're going about your day. Because if you are confident in the fact that you're working hard and you're doing the right things, the scale is not going to dictate that for you. And I truly believe that. You're gonna see progress when you create habits. When you put in the consistent work and effort, knowing that you are going towards a goal. And you are capable of doing whatever you put your mind to and whatever you put your hands and your feet to. Do the work. Make the right choices. Don't eat the bullshit. Get to the gym. Don't make excuses. Again, this is a harsh reality, but this is what it comes down to. You got many ways that you could do it with excuses nowadays. You can do the Ozempic. You can do supplements. You can do fat burners. Me personally, I don't believe in that stuff. I never took any fat burners. I don't believe in sticking myself with something to lose weight. Granted, everybody's journey is everybody's journey. But what I'm saying is that you have to create habits and you have to stick to those habits and be consistent to see progress. But that's how I did it. That was my version. Now, granted, was I always in the best space mentally when I started? No. But through consistency, through effort, through creating habits, through starting to see progress, it helped me build my confidence. It helped me find my mental headspace. It helped me find myself. It helped me start believing in myself again and having confidence in myself. And I'm so thankful that it happened that way. I wouldn't change it for the world. Because if I didn't see myself at rock bottom, I can't see myself climbing this mountain in this thing we call life. And that's just me. That's how I look at it. Some people tell me I'm a very optimistic person. I think it's very easy to be optimistic when you've seen the bottom of the bottom. When you've seen everything in your life not going as you planned it. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you hate what you see in the mirror. Once you get down out of that valley, life is all about the peaks and the valleys. The valleys wouldn't be the valleys without the peaks. The peaks wouldn't be the peaks without the valleys. So I try to look at things in a glass half full type of mentality. But I have my bad days too. And on this journey, you're going to have your bad days. I just said no cheat meals, no nothing. Don't tell them. We're not perfect. There's going to be times where you slip up. There's going to be times where you give into your desires of, you know, whether it's food, whether it's skipping a couple days in the gym. My biggest thing is I understand those things are going to happen. What I would tell you is don't stack bad days. One day of maybe not the best eating, yeah, you don't want to do that. In a perfect world, you're not going to do that. One day of not going to the gym or a couple days of not going to the gym, that's going to happen. Don't stack 2, 3, 4 bad days. If it's one bad day, that's fine. But don't 1, 2, 3, 4 a week, a couple of weeks, a month. That's when you fall out of your journey. You're capable of it. But you got to understand it's going to come down to you. It's going to come down to the decisions that you make and the life that you want for yourself. Because at the end of the day got to end. At the end of the day, you got to make a decision, and no one else can make a decision for you. You can have a support group. You can have friends and family that's trying to get you to change your lifestyle around. But at the end of the day, you have to be the person that wants to change your life. And I believe in you. I believe in you so hardly. And you're already here, so you're on the right steps. But for me, that's how I lost over 100 pounds. It was not easy, and it's not by any means going to be easy. And it's going to teach you a lot about yourself. Not only yourself, but the people around you. There will be people who are going to doubt you the whole way. And it's going to go from those people doubting you to those people seeing your progress, to those people saying they want to work out with you, to those people saying like, yo, you still go to the gym all the time? Like, yeah. Yes, I do. Because this is a lifestyle change. This isn't just I'm going to go hard for 6 months and then I'm going to fall off. No, if you want to change your lifestyle, that's what you need to do. And I believe that you can do it. But that's how I did it. And I hope this gives you some little tidbit. If you took one thing from this video on your journey, then my job here is complete. I would not change anything. And what my journey gave me as far as self-exploration, as far as my fitness and my lifestyle, it made me understand that I have a message to give to the world. And whether that's motivating someone who's having a bad day or who thinks they can't go on a fitness journey and change their lifestyle, I'm here to tell you that you can. And I want you to be better, and I believe you can be better. For reasons that you want to, not for the reasons that the world wants you to do it. I believe you should want it for you. And I want to spread a message of positivity and picking the next person up, because at the end of the day, there were people along my journey, whether it was in the gym, a gym OG, someone I never met who just told me to keep going. So that's what I want to be for you. And that's why I would love for, if you like what you hear, follow, subscribe, do all that stuff. But even if you just take something from this video and you don't, I'm totally fine with that. Because at the end of the day, that's what I want to do. Now, for me, I've lost 115 pounds. One thing I want people to know is once you get to whatever that goal is, you have to understand that it's a marathon. It's not going to be a situation where you reach this goal and then everything's happiness and rainbows. Every day is a battle. I've lost over 100 pounds. Every day I still struggle with the idea of, do I go get this snack? Do I eat this bullshit? Do I not go to the gym tonight? Do I not stay consistent and do some cardio? this is a marathon and you're changing your lifestyle. So don't look at it as after some point it gets easy. Yes, once you create a habit, it does get easy, but at the end of the day, it's still decisions that you make. What's also something that, again, I'll always put out there is that I by no means am a physical trainer. I'm not a personal trainer. I am not a nutritionist. I am just a human just like you who's telling you my experience and in hope that you can take something from it and use it to your advantage. That's all. So if you feel like something I said was wrong, I'm more than open to you letting me know how you feel. But again, I want to preface it with the idea that, again, I'm not in any position to tell you what you need to do. I can only tell you what I did and what worked for me. But yeah, man, that's my little TED talk about how I lost 100 pounds. I appreciate it if you watched to this point and you want to drop a follow. This page is all about moving forward and staying in motion and keeping our mind on the mission. I wasn't in a space or a mental headspace at the time of my journey, which is still going on. At that point, I did some content creation, but I wanted to get into more long form because I can look back on it and kind of reflect, and I want to give that to you guys. But Cody in Motion is all about just staying in motion and using life to keep progressing. I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish. I have a message that I want to give to the world. I'm excited about everything that's happening in the future, and I love the fact that I get to share it with you guys, and that I've, take the leap of faith to share it so that it might reach the right person. Keep your mind on the mission. Keep your mind on the mission, regardless whether it's your fitness journey, whether it's a career opportunity, a lifestyle change, something that you desire. Keep your mind on the mission. Stay focused. And you can have anything that you put your mind to. I'm learning that every day. And with learning that, I just understand the fact that there's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days. But you have to remember that you've made it through 100% of your bad days. If you've watched any of my videos or my shorts, I'm sure I've said it before. You have made it through 100% of your bad days. Your track record for bad days is 100% success rate. Never forget that. Keep going. And just understand that you're phenomenal and capable of anything. I appreciate you watching. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.